Trust you, if you were here yesterday, you thoroughly enjoyed it. The highlight for me, wow, I reckon probably Ryan Humphrey's qualifying effort. Race 1, 2 and 3 victories in the sports sedans, street cars, AA muscle cars, etc. That was just an awesome category and an awesome race. And Ryan Humphrey, the legend himself, been racing all around Australia just recently, actually, this particular year. Now we move on to the HQs, the Holden HQs. And their list of number 1 HQ has the camera. Terrific. Thank you very much, Andre. So Michael Howlett will be carrying our in-car camera. It's a pretty good car to be in because he'll be overtaking and running back to second and so on. Okay, the running order is Ryan Davis in first, Michael Woodbridge in second, Stuart Kenny third, Rory Sharp in fourth, Michael Howlett fifth, good old fabulous Philip Breen back there in sixth, Toddy Faulkner in seventh, David Kent in eight, Mark Alfonsi, Mr. Butler, Troy Kent down the bottom, Grant Ord and Peter Marsh will be bringing up the field in car number 68. As they've exited the pits and shuffling their way around to join us. We see them there over by turn number 6 out the back there. The HQs, the Holdens, really an iconic vehicle built in 1971, between 71 and 74 pretty much. I've got a friend who's actually owned every HQ, not every HQ, but every model of HQ that was made, including Kingswood, including Belmont. He owned the utility, the sedan, the station wagon, the windowless panel van, a HQ man through and through. And if you're tuning in, Michael, hope you're driving one of those HQs nice and safely on your way back to your property in Northam. All right, so it's Ryan Davis, 25 points from race number 1. Michael Woodbridge picked up 20 points from for second place. Stuart Kenny picked up 18. Rory Sharp 17. Michael Howlett down to 16. And mighty Phil Breen, car number 75, got himself 15 points there. Oh, fabulous Phil Breen. Car number 49. This is the man Ryan Davis. Twin headlights on the front, suggesting Premier front end. Actually, I'm wrong about that. I've got the wrong car. Okay, Ryan Davis, number 20, car number 49 in first position. Michael Woodbridge in second. We're just about to get the green flag. Kick things off, we see Peter Marsh right down the very back. In actual fact, a few cars a little bit out of grid position. We're now shuffling forward. I do think that was David Kent, one of our rookies who was in the wrong spot. Mark Alfonsi shuffles in forward. Mark now moves in his spot. And we're ready to go racing. Red lights are on. Red lights extinguished and away we go. Who'll be first out of the blocks? It looks like mighty Mick Woodbridge. He does. He takes off from second place, shuffles across in front of Davis and will take first spot into turn number 1. Woodbridge in first place. Looks like a nice little battle here for second. I'm not sure if that's Stuart Kenny and Rory Sharp. I do believe it is side by side. They'll see if they can sort themselves out as we have our onboard camera, of course, with Michael Howlett. Terrific place to have your onboard camera with Howlett as he's got 2 cars dicing just in front of him. Let's see who they would be. They would be both Stuart Kenny and Rory Sharp bashing each other side by side. I think Howlett might dive down the inside here. The onboard camera into turn 6. Will he take advantage of the gap that's been left for him? And he certainly does. Puts the car down there, and I think that might have been Sharpie's overtaken and Stuart Kenny around the outside. He might get 2 with 1 here. A nice shallow radius there in turn 6. And he has. He's running up the hill. Got himself, picked him up 2 nice little spots there as our Michael Howlett with the camera on top. We see him, look, he's got someone right up his backside. That is Rory Sharp right behind him. In the meantime, up front, look at this. Ryan Davis, wow, how good. Overtakes Mickey Woodbridge for first place down in towards turn 7. And he'll run along to the start-finish line. Dives on the inside to block just in case Mickey Woodbridge was thinking about diving down the inside. Gives him no territory whatsoever. And it does look like, Michael Howlett's been able to sustain third place. I think Stuart Kenny might have actually got in front of Rory Sharp. We'll have a little bit of a look at that. We see Phil Breen rotating around turn 7. He's got David Kent behind him, and the ever-reliable Mark Alfonsi, one of the most friendliest blokes in the field. You'll find a real gentleman, Mark Alfonsi. He finds himself back in 9th position. Cars working their way up through turn 5. Woodbridge is right on Davis. Let's see if Davis tries to cover. No, Woodbridge gets the inside running down into turn 6. Won't get it done though. Ryan Davis very late braking and has got the job done. As we jump on board here with Michael Howlett, with Michael Woodbridge in front, a couple of mates. Here we go again, some more bump drafting. We saw this in race number 1, pushing Michael Woodbridge up the hill, saying, come on, get a move on, mate. And as you see, Michael Woodbridge with Jack's Garage written in the back of the green 74 Holden HQ. Laid under brakes is Davis, as Howlett had a good think about it. He might benefit here from the inside running here, almost a hip and shoulder there between Davis and Woodbridge. As again, Howlett tries the inside running on Woodbridge. Will he get this done? 3 wide into turn 1. I think Howlett just pulled out of that a little bit and let both Davis and Woodbridge fight that out into turn 1. And there's Woodbridge who maintained the inside, but Davis fought his way around the outside and will actually get the job done around the outside, if you don't mind, Malcolm McLaren. As they go up through turn number 4. Both green HQs pushing Ryan Davis. We've got the better lap time so far of a 1:19 there for Ryan Davis. In actual fact, the best lap time, that must have been Michael Howlett, as you would expect, in third place with our camera on board with a 1:18, so a 1 minute 18.29. Still Davis got the lead over Woodbridge. Woodbridge with Howlett right behind him. And that is Rory Sharp. Rory Sharp in 4th place. Stuart Kenny back there. And is Woodbridge, Howlett. That's Sharp and the white car. And the one behind them in 5th place, that is Stuart Kenny. With Toddy Faulkner a little bit further back, but all eyes on this battle for the first 3. Davis, Woodbridge, Howlett negotiate turn 7 for the 3rd time. And across the stripe, this will be into turn 1 again. This could be 3 wide into turn 1 again, knowing these guys. No, just the 2 wide this time. That's more HQ Racing standard. And it's Woodbridge who's up the inside of Ryan Davis. Michael Howlett trying to get up the inside of all 3 of them. Won't quite get that done as they shuffle their way up through turns 2, into the left, into the right hander for turn 3, over the curve, the photographer's dream curb, and it's Howlett right on the bumper bar here of Woodbridge, trying the outside journey around young Ryan Davis, and a little bit of a bump there from behind, or a bit of a nudge, I might have think there from Howlett on Woodbridge. This might help him to shuffle his way underneath, and Howlett does get underneath Woodbridge. Oh yeah, Davis leaves plenty of room, runs the outside line, keeps a good wide radius, able to keep up plenty of momentum. There's a spinner, car number 45, unfortunately having a spin right up there. That is David Kent up there at turn 5. He collects the car up and renegotiates both pedals and puts the car in first gear and rejoins the track. Back down here again towards turn 7. Davis, Howlett, Woodbridge. Straight behind then Miss Sharp with Kenny. There's 5 Holden HQs built between 71 and 74, around about 170-odd thousand built worldwide, you might say, but Australia's icon Holden HQs out here doing HQ racing. Of course, no GTS Monaros out here, all limited to your 202, 3-speed. Used to be 3 on the tree, and now it's 3 on the floor, as we see Michael Howlett chasing our leader. Our leader, of course, Ryan Davis, working his way up to turn 4. Love the onboard vision here on the stream here. This is Howlett. This is how you drive a HQ at Carco Raceway. And Woodbridge right behind his mate there in 3rd place. And the white HQ is Rory Sharp. And then Stuart Kenny, and he's in 5th place. Stuart Kenny just been lobbing around the 1 minute 19s. In actual fact, the fastest lap previously was Rory Sharp with a 1:18. And that was also popped by Michael Howlett with his 1:18 too. Nonetheless, really good racing. They again stay in the same formation as they come down the hill. Come down the hill to complete lap number 5. Remembering this is a 15-minute journey with, of course, one extra lap, and we have just on 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go, so enough time for another 5 or 6 laps. And Davis across the stripe, the best or fastest time. Michael Howlett, he's really picked up the pace. He's in second place, gained by 0.2 of a second there on the leader of Ryan Davis, and you can see him really pushing. Michael Woodbridge in third place appears to have dropped off the pace ever so slightly. And he's, of course, followed by Rory Sharp and Stuart Kenny back there also. But up towards turn 4, all eyes on the front here. Going out very wide is Ryan. Wow, Ryan Davis really wide around turn 4. And that gives the opportunity for Michael Howlett to do the under-over, the switch back through turn 5. He might have a little bit more straight line speed as Ryan Davis, not going to allow Howlett underneath him. However, Mickey Howlett says, no, I'm going under there, whether you like it or not. And Mickey Howlett goes to the lead, takes the lead over Ryan Davis. Mick Woodbridge still sitting back effectively with a view of the action up front. Obviously not wanting anything to go wrong with his two mates up front, but he'd be happy to take the win if something did go wrong. Down the inside, Ryan Davis into turn 7 over the top of Howlett, I should say, and Michael Howlett has to give way. They both bash over the inside curb in front of McCracken House on the exit of turn 7, under the footbridge, across the start-finish line, and dive into turn 7. Brake lights blazing away from Ryan Davis. Howlett right behind him trying to get something done. Mick Woodbridge not able to keep pace with the two boys up front, even though they're wrestling each other. Woodbridge happy to sit in third position, and Stuart Kenny's dropped off the battle there with Rory Sharp, as we see Toddy. And a car off in turn 7. Disappointing. That is 45. How about that? Disappointing for the young man. David Kent, our rookie, young David Kent, disappointing. Wow, went off at turn 7. How about that? The HQ hopped over the lightly sprinkled sand there, out of the sand trap. Come and join us back and start racing again. I think that's one of the benefits with, say, your XL Cups and your HQs. They have such a high clearance, they're able to pretty much hop over the top of the really fine beach sand we have here that does the catching on turns 1, 6 and 7. Here we go. Howlett again not happy with Davis has overtaken the last lap, and Howlett dives up the inside into turn 7. Happy to go over the ripple strip there is Ryan Davis, and he maintains his first position. Sometimes around turn 7, if you can take that wider radius, you can keep a little bit more momentum, a little bit more speed up, and that has benefited Ryan Davis on this occasion. Lapping at the 1 minute 18s. Here's the second fastest. It's still Michael Howlett with the fastest lap with that 1 minute 18.12. Another spinner down here. This would be Butler, unfortunately. Whoa, that's really all going pear-faced there for Butler. That was Kyan Butler in car number 62, but he picks it up. Back to the race at the front here. With just on 2 minutes to go in this enduro race, this 15-minute plus 1 lap enduro race for the Holden HQ's race number 2 for these guys this weekend. Michael Howlett, car number 1, up the inside of Ryan Davis, 49. And Howlett now takes front spot, as I say. We're just on 1 minute 45 to go. So I would suggest 3 more racing laps to go. Woodbridge, can he catch these and get in this, make it a trifecta, or is it just going to be the Quinella? And it looks at this stage, it might just be the Quinella of Ryan Davis and Michael Howlett. Davis not quite close enough to do anything down the slipstream. In fact, he is. He dives up the inside, and he probably get this done. Does get the job done. Well done, Ryan Davis, and good sportsmanship by Michael Howlett to stay out wide. But you see what I mean with the HQs? You can hang tough around the outside of turn 1, and again, Michael Howlett's hanging tough around the outside of turn 3, and he'll get the inside running for turn 4. Superb racing, HQ racing. Davis is staying with him, and again, whilst you might get the running on the inside for turn 4, if you're going to hang on the outside of turn 4, as Ryan Davis is doing here, he will get the inside running for turn 5 and down into the bowl or the basin known as Cons Corner, which is turn 6. And indeed, there he goes. Takes his spot back again, does Ryan Davis. Car number 49 over the top of Michael Hallett. Gee, these guys love racing each other. And Mickey Woodbridge, I'll tell you what, he'd be wanting to get in amongst this. He likes getting in, getting his hands dirty, I must admit. And he's trying to get a little bit of a slipstream right behind his mate. Now, does he's going to have a go at Ryan Davis. Oh, Mick Woodbridge almost thought about having a go at both of them down the inside in a turn 7. Thinks, no, we'll try plan B, and that is just to sit behind them and be happy with third place. They go across the line, well, just on time, and I do think next time around we will have the last lap board. Oh, up the inside, Ryan Davis. Hallett round the outside in the turn 1. Woodbridge keen as mustard to get in there. As I say, still a lap and 3/4 to go. Side by side, HQ Holden Racing. Beautiful stuff here. We see the onboard camera of Michael Hallett. Here's the car on the inside, car number 1. Davis outside. Hallett will have to go out wide here and give some racing room to Davis as he does as they negotiate turn 5. I'm watching the onboard stream here. This is Michael Hallett, number 1 racer in the HQs for this season. A multi-time HQ champion too. And he takes the inside. He's still got Ryan Davis on his inside, and Hallett will take the wide line, use that wide radius, hopefully give him a little bit more momentum. Side by side racing, coming down the hill, heading towards the last lap board. And here they are. Mick Woodbridge will get in this too. 3 wide Holden HQs. How good? Oh, who's going to think? I think Ryan Davis will stick his neck out the longest and probably get around the corner first. He does. Michael Hallett bashes over the curbs, tries not to clip a little bit of a wave there from Hallett to Ryan Davis in front, saying, sorry, I tapped your rear bumper. And across the stripe, Mick Woodbridge, will he have a go at his mate? Right, no, he didn't. He thought about having a go at Hallett under brakes in a turn 1, won't get it done. Last opportunity for you guys. 2 more major overtaking turns. We talk about turn 6 and turn 7 between both Davis and Hallett. Let's hope they don't fumble each other and knock each other off the track, which would suit Mick Woodbridge fine. But let's hope that's not the case. Oh, going out a little wide is Hallett. This will give Ryan Davis a nice little lead, give him about 15 to 20 metres lead, and he'll go across the inside to cover. Woodbridge looking down the inside of Hallett. 2 big overtaking corners to go, won't get it done. Hallett, well, we now negotiate turn 6. We come back up the hill. Back up the hill, I do believe we are heading towards a checkered flag. We're just seeing the last of our competitors go across the stripe for the finish line. And here they come plummeting down the hill. Looking forward to the checkered flag. Here we go. Ryan Davis in first position, Michael Hallett second, Michael Woodbridge third, and that will be the way they'll cross the line. Well done. Davis, Hallett, Woodbridge. In that order. 49, 174. Rory Sharp now comes across the line for 4th place. Stuart Kenny takes out 5th, and we're now waiting for Toddy Faulknell. Good on you, Todd. Enjoyed the interview earlier on today. I don't know if you caught up with that. Jamie and Demelza had an interview with Toddy Faulknell, and that was a really, really intuitive interview. And here comes fabulous Phil Breen across the stripe to finish his 8-lap journey. And Mark Alfonsi also finishing across the stripe there with in 8th place. And we're just waiting on David Kent and Kyan to come along the line. That is Kyan Butler to finish off in car number 62 as they just about to negotiate the corners. So the fastest lap was Michael Woodbridge with a 1 minute 17.9. The winners were Ryan Davis, Michael Hallett, Michael Woodbridge, Rory Sharp and Stuart Kenny back there in 5th position.
Sean, we're with Ryan Davis here, who just competed in the HQ Holden category. 2 first places in 2 races. And of course, HQ Holdens are sponsored by Electrical Group Training. Ryan, you've got to be happy with that great result. But is this something that you've been planning for this year, for this championship season here at Carco Raceway?
Look, last 2 years I've spent a lot of money on the car. Just hasn't worked out the way it should have. But this year's going well.
So what's different this year to the last couple of years, all the tweaks you've been putting into the vehicle?
Oh, it's more just, you get in an accident or something and you have a few DNFs, it just wrecks your whole season. So it's very competitive racing, but fun. You just got to be always up there getting those points. If you have a DNF, it kind of hurts. So
HQ's a pretty heavy car to throw around the track, and I mean, they're really sort of built for, with all the technology that's available now. So really, it's about the driver's skill and obviously the quality of the vehicle.
Yeah, 100%. Like the track's just gone off now. It's very slippery. If you get on the gas too much, you're gone straight away. You got to feather it. Don't know who's dropping oil, but there's a lot of oil out there. But yeah, they're meant to weigh minimum 1365. They're all around that, plus 1400 kind of thing. But yeah, it's good close racing. As you can see, that race there's 2-3 wide at most corners and little touch. But yeah, it can be done in HQs. So
Well done.
You've done quite well already today, leading into that next final race. How are you feeling, and what are your thoughts given the competition?
Well, I don't really want to talk about it because at Collie I was starting out at first at a rolling start, and I went from first to seventh. So
you don't want to be a target, do you, Ryan?
no. So yeah, a bit funny at Collie. They switch sides of the track, and you're just on the outside going to turn one. But here, obviously, you're on the inside. So hopefully, I can stay there and grab second gear and go.
Every time I hear someone talk about Collie, sorry to Melza, every time I hear someone talk about Collie, they're always talking about a bingle they've had in Collie. It seems to be one of those places like a Bermuda Triangle of car accidents.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, it's a fun place to go. You can camp, you can have a beer at the end of the day. Everyone's friendly. And a big shout out to Russell who's taken over here. I think he's going to make wonders of this place too. So.
Listen, mate, have a great day. One more race to go. Bring in another first and make it a trifecta. And it's back to you, Sean.
HQ Racing, proudly presented by Electrical Group Training, Jack's Garage HQ Racing, Kenda Tyres, Pettis Suspension, and HQ Racing Australia.